All right, welcome back, South African nation. Welcome back, Africa. This is Complete Football Africa. As I said, our road to the World Cup starts now. We're going to be talking about the game between Panama and South Africa in Durban. And I'm going to start by saying this. You need to have Rayners on that team, Mr. Sigodi. I'm not saying that Lau Foster is not the man, but Lau Foster does not have a high scoring rate. I don't know how many goals he scored for South Africa. Since the African Nations Cup, he hasn't scored. How many has he scored?
During the AFCON, he scored only one.
Yeah, so one. I don't know. He did well in qualifying, maybe. But I know Rayners is the hottest striker. And I think there could have been a place for both of them on the team. And somebody else should have gone because the South Africa has 64 possession through the midfield play of Zwane and of Mofokeng, who came in the second half. They created more than enough chances. I know Lau Foster missed a easy clip shot. It's not his fault. That's a difficult shot, even though it looks easy. It's a difficult shot. But it looks like the midfield has gotten creative, but the finishing of the front line is not what we need. We know that Apollos played well, but Apollos is not the most clinical finisher, but he can get open and stretch defenses. So it's Lau Foster's job to be playing through the center and be in sync with the midfield, because a lot of the shots that came were coming wide and not from him in the center. Maybe he drops too deep into the midfield or something. What are your thoughts, Sigodi?
My thoughts is we played very well, and then Zwane came back and he gave us that bite, that combination in the midfield. He was pulling the strings in the midfield, even though you can see that he's not on his best, but he did bring that synergy for the team. When it comes to Foster, yes, Foster did miss some chances. They look easy on the eye, but they're also difficult. But I also think that Rayners should have been there, because Rayners can smell where the posts are. But again,
even if you only play Rayners for 20 minutes, you might get a goal out of him, man. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. So now, but I still think Foster is our best striker, because if you look, when we go to the World Cup, we're going to play teams that we are not going to dominate that much on the ball. So he thrives on holding the ball. He's the only strong striker we have. Like he can hold up the ball and then connect other players.
Reiner maybe should have been on the. I don't know whose place he would take though, because it's very, very difficult whose place he would have taken if he was on the squad. But
no,
maybe you might even play those two together, Foster as a supporting striker. But anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So now we really need somebody that can just kick the ball at the back of the net, because even when Foster went out, we brought our second striker, Evidence Mahopa. Yes, he did well, but he's not your type of guy that can take his chance. He can combine with these boys, he can combine with Riley, but they are not clinical in front of goal. So that's why Rayners comes in.
Mr. Sigodi, I don't see any evidence that evidence is good. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to use that. I wanted to use that as a joke. There's no evidence. Show me the. I'm just kidding. No, the team did well.
Yeah.
So they were nervous. Part of it is that this is their first match since the World Cup, so they're nervous. They have to get their rhythm. From what I saw, the good news is that they can create chances to score. So now it's just work on getting that finishing. And like you said, since this is their first match, and you said Lau Foster may have been a little bit out of rhythm with the team. Once they have more and more matches, that rhythm will pick up, so that by the time they play Mexico, everything should be okay. But that should be Bruce's number one goal now. Keep this team as it is, but you now have to start thinking about tactically how you're going to make it easier for the guys to score. Maybe they even have to get more creative and create ways, find a way to put the ball into the net. I don't care how you do it, even if you have to create even easier chances or whatever, or the players just have to get build up their rhythm and get sharp. One way or another, it's up to the team and up to the tacticians and up to Bruce to figure out how to get that goal scoring higher. If you have 64% of the ball and 12 shots on goal, something like that.
Yes, 12 shots
on goal. Yeah, so they need to be able to. During that game, they could have scored 2 goals, maybe 3 goals, because we don't expect you to score every easy goal, but they could have scored at least one more goal. They should have won that game 2-1. What are your thoughts?
No, absolutely. You see, the team that dominates the ball normally is the team that wastes most chances. Because the other team is just staying on low block. So you most of the time you do waste those chances. But I think they should just work on it, and then it will come together. Like
they need to work out. Go ahead.
Yeah, when we play those teams in the World Cup, it's not gonna be that 60% that we have. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be about hard work, and I think that's where we thrive because we're a counter-attacking team. We're very good on counter-attack. Like we do have enough speed, and then when you play on a counter, mostly when chance comes, you take that opportunity. But
Yeah.
when you dominate the ball, you get to waste chances. But I think they should work very hard on their finishing,
Yeah,
on
and not
actually
only
creating. I
let's
think
go back
also
to
they
the
do.
yeah.
Oh,
No,
I
go
think
ahead.
they also dance. They dance too much on the ball. They want everything to be perfect. Sometimes you don't need to be perfect. You just need to kick that ball at the back of the net.
Yeah, and also we predicted it that these guys will play mid block Panama and we'll look for counterattacks. That goal that they scored shows you that South Africa is liable to the counterattack, especially through vertical passes through through the center. This is how that guy from Zimbabwe scored against South Africa in the African Nations Cup. I think Cameroon too. They were bullying South Africa in the midfield. We've said it before. South Africa doesn't have a number 8. That's a big issue there. They need one more player in the midfield uh, to avoid this types of counterattacks. Can you imagine if they play a team like France? That would be ugly, very very ugly. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're going to play
Yes,
France, or they play a team like England. They're going to be in big troubles. They're going to get embarrassed. So they have to watch
yeah.
out about that. The midfield is a big issue because that goal that they gave up, they didn't need to give up such a goal. What are your thoughts? Even though it was
No,
an error,
absolutely.
defensive error, but still, if they had a more midfield presence, it wouldn't get to that point. Yeah. Mm.
That's what we lack the most, number 8. We do need a very strong guy there in the middle of the park. We need a guy that can put some muscles there because you see, when we lose the ball, it's very hard for us to recover it, especially when Panama scored. You could see that the guy couldn't cope. The guy was playing number 8, couldn't cope. They were just passing him like he's not there. He was just walking the guy into the
Give
box.
up.
But I was also impressed in the second half. They brought Jaden Adams. I think he was very cool on the ball. He was very relaxed. He was playing like a quarterback yesterday.
Yeah.
If you've
You
seen
guys need
Jaden
to.
Adams,
Yes, yeah, very very good. You guys need to see if in Wabali has a brother in South Africa that can play in the midfield for you guys. Where did Wabali go? Where did he go? Where did he go? I forgot. Where is he now? Yeah. Mm.
I think he's still around. He's looking for a team, and then he was promised that he will get a contract overseas. I don't know what's happening. That
That's rubbish. A whole player for Nigeria, and he doesn't even have a team. He plays for the national team. That's rubbish.
yes,
All
yeah,
right, so
it's
so
it's
when
bad.
is the next game? Sunday or what?
The next game is it's on Tuesday.
Okay, so we'll do the response after that game too. So we'll see
Yeah.
what happens. It looks like Zwane and Mofokeng are doing well. Maybe they should even start Mofokeng. I don't know. What do you think? Mm.
Yes, either one of them for me,
That's good.
it's
They're both good.
okay.
And
But
Bruce, sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, I'm saying what I like about Zwane is he can receive the ball under pressure, but still stay calm and then find a way. Like there was a time
Yeah.
where he received the ball with two defenders. He did a back heel that opened the whole team of Panama. It's just that our left back fell before before he can take the chance. I don't.
This is a terrible joke, but if he's getting old, he should just take a little bit of tick before the match. That's a joke. Like that. Maradona used to do like take drugs before the match, but I'm just kidding. But
Yeah,
Bruce said that this guy is now a midfielder. He doesn't use him as a winger anymore. Mofokeng. So that I think that's a good choice actually. We'll see what
yeah,
happens.
yeah. You could see his quality, like those
I didn't
passes
know
in the.
his dad played in the league too. Mm.
Yes, that's why he's been played in the league as well as a number 10.
Yeah, so he learned the moves from his dad. Okay, so we'll come back on Tuesday to talk more about the match. Any last thoughts?
No, my last thought is they really need to work hard on their finishing. They need to take their chances because these chances are very precious. especially in the World Cup. You need to take your chances. You can play as good as you want. You can have 90% ball position, but if you don't kick the ball at the back of the net, it's useless.
No, home squad either in Mexico. The home squad, they weren't loud. The home squad, they didn't make enough noise for me, man. They need to make more noise. All right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll be back for the Cape Town. Enjoy your day. As usual, like, share, and subscribe to Complete Football Africa. We're trying to build our channel. We're very close to being monetized. We just need an extra 100 or so signups. We slowed down. I think 1 month during the World Cup, not the World Cup, during World Cup qualifiers, we were getting 100 subscriptions a month, but everything has slowed down. But now that the World Cup is coming, put those subscriptions in so that we can give you very good coverage for the build up to the World Cup and the World Cup. Okay, thank you, Sagodi. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mustafa.
Man, it's late at night, man. I'm drinking a beer at night tonight. What are you doing? Did you go to sleep?